What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Stars and Garters. I am Katie Pettit, and today, as you can see, I have a guest with me, significantly taller than me guest, and this is a long-awaited guest who has been wanting to be on my podcast for some time. This is Annie.
Hello.
Yes, and today, and not tomorrow, but the Friday episode for this week, she's gonna be back discussing some Harry Potter opinions. But today, it is Top 10 Tuesday, and we are going to give you guys our top 10 candy bars list.
So much sweetness.
And candy bars is not the right word, because it just... Candy in
Sugary
sugary
stuff.
Sweet things.
Sugar. Basically just sugar.
Yeah. But still, it's there's, it's a list.
It's sugar.
Yeah.
It's a very sugary list.
There were some rules, but it's not all just
Not
like
very many.
straight candy. It's some unconventional options. But still, we're going to give both of our top 10s because we believe in subjectivity on this podcast. We're not like Troopy Radio. They are, how you say?
Exclusive.
There you go. So,
Very
basically...
exclusive. Love you, Judah.
Yeah, we love you, guys. Okay. Basically, she's gonna give 10, I'll give 10, she'll give 9.
No, you go first.
Oh, me for real?
Yes, you first.
Thank you. Oh, she's so sweet. Okay, but yeah, we'll just trade off back and forth, explain a little about our things we picked, and yeah. Oh, dear.
This is gonna be fun.
At number 10, don't get me wrong on this one, because I just put Gumball. So look, I could only think of 9, and then I was like, what's number 10? And I was like, you know what is good? Gumballs.
Do you mean like those ones that you like put a quarter
Yes,
in those
that-
little twisty things, and
that's-
then it's like supposed to come out onto your hand? Like, there was an Old Navy that I went to, and they had one of those, and it was so weird. Like, this is a clothing store, people. There are little
weird.
children who come here. Why would you give them gum?
That's a
Like,
good
do you
point, though.
want your clothes to be?
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, I don't know what kind of gumball you guys, because it just straight up says gumball here, but, gumballs are good, I mean, they're probably my favorite form of gum, personally.
Yeah, right? Like, right when you get them, they're so good, and then as they gradually lose their flavor, they're really good.
Mhm.
But at the end, it's like you've been chewing it for so
That's
long
actually
that you don't
true,
want to
yeah.
stop, even though it's like you almost like physically regurgitate.
Right, that's actually
It's
true,
so
though.
crazy.
But I feel like out of the gum, to me, they have the most initial gum flavor. So, yeah, Gumball is my number 10. Annie, save this.
All right. My number 10 is Sour Patch Kids. Now, this is more of a childhood thing for me. Like, every time I eat one, my eye just goes immediately twitching. Like, these things are so sour.
I don't like sour. I've never had one.
Oh, you should, though. They're like, so immediately they're sour, but then after that, like, first coating comes off, then it's sweet, and it's like an actual gummy. It's so nice. You really should have some. So yeah, that's my number 10.
Yeah.
I put a bit more thought into it than Katie does, but I talk less. So.
That's fair. Yeah. I might be brave and try a Sour Patch Kid one day, but...
I'll get her some BTW.
Okay, so 9, I literally have no idea what the general consensus on this is. Like, I don't know if it's popular or unpopular, but it's kind of, I feel like, underrated, maybe. I don't know if that's the right word, but my number 9 is the Crunch Bar. So, it's the little chocolate bar with the rice thingies in them. Because, like, if
you want a rice chocolatey thing, get the, like, Star Crunch. like the round, the chocolatey round things.
See, but, like,
or
the
Rice
thing
Krispies.
Is, the thing why I don't like Rice Krispies.
I don't know.
Cripsies.
Cripsies.
The thing about the Crunch Bar is that it's so low because I wouldn't, like, go buy a Crunch Bar, but anytime I have a Crunch Bar, I'm like, this is good. I'm happy with this thing right here, right now. But it's like, just when I think of candy, it's just like the Crunch Bar is just like it's solid and it's there and it's not trying to be special, but it's
For sure.
it's a good solid bar candy. Yeah.
Okay. So my number 9 is the Lindale Candy Company fudge. Because it's not the best fudge I've ever had. The best fudge I've ever had is in Mineola. Like that's the best fudge. You go to any antique store that sells fudge in Mineola, the best.
We do got some pretty
so good.
Good.
But the Lindale Candy Company fudge, number 1, it's not okay. The price is what gets you, because it's actually the same. It's very similar, and the taste is very similar. It's just Mineola is a better quality. But it is really, really, really super good. So I would recommend it, even if you just go to the Lindale Candy Company for literally anything else. The chocolate covered strawberries are so good.
See, I've had very little fudge. Like, my friend makes some really good fudge, but
Which one?
Lindy.
I haven't had Lindy.
She makes some good
You need to make me fudge, Lindy. You need to make me some. I'm curious now.
The Oreo fudge is really good, but
that does sound
I'm
good.
not a fudge expert. Okay, so number 8 is kind of classic, because we have M&M's on my number 8. Yeah, these are
agree with that.
They're another one that it's like most of the time I wouldn't go like buy them because there's other things. I mean, if there's other things, sometimes like stores just don't have a lot of candy.
They have like the worst you go into a convenience store and usually you expect like some of the best things ever, but some of them you walk in there and they have just beef jerky. Like literally just beef jerky.
Yeah.
And like the boys are excited about it, but us girls want something sweeter, so we get M&M's.
I love beef jerky. Okay,
I'll eat it, but I like if there's M&M's, I'll eat the M&M's.
Yes, but
I don't want the beef jerky when there's M&M's.
M&M's are just another one that it's like they're just a classic and they're good and they're yummy and
childhood
they're
staple.
not. Yes, for sure. They're not like, I don't think they're super special in taste or whatever, but they're fun and they're just like solid. If you're gonna have them, you're gonna enjoy them, even if it's not your first choice.
They will be there for your kids and grandkids. Yes. I guarantee it.
I bet. Yeah, for real.
Okay. My number 8 is Cosmic Brownies.
Look,
it's not a candy bar.
It's a sweet thing.
It's a sweet treat. These are the things that I had every single time we went to Awana Games. You would get a gallon-sized baggie just with a lunch. You would get those PB&J like round sandwiches, and you would get some veggies and a bag of chips and a Cosmic Brownie, and those were the best part. Like I would steal. Okay, so I had a friend who hated chocolate. Hated it. She was so weird. I don't know why I was friends with her. But she hated chocolate. So I stole her Cosmic Brownie.
Wow.
I know.
What a story.
I was such a wild child. Like everybody here is like, you're chill. I like you. No.
I mean, it depends. That's okay. I personally am more of an oatmeal cream pie person, but I feel like that is closer to a candy bar anyway. What you said, it's like it's got those little things in it too. It's like it's not the most far out thing to have if you're gonna talk about candy. But we will, I guess, get to my number 7, which is Snickers. Snickers. Okay. But yeah, the Snickers for me are more something that I sometimes would go and choose. Not most of the time, but like sometimes I would go and pick those, and I'm definitely never unhappy to see them. Like
my mom loves them.
Yeah, I think my dad likes them a lot too.
They're an old people candy.
It's like
love you, Mom, but they're an old people candy.
It's like I used to not like them because there was like so much going on because there's like peanuts and caramel and nougat, I think.
Yeah.
And then the chocolate, of course. But then, like, I don't know. I probably hadn't, like, tried it when I thought that. And then I tried it and I was like, okay, this stuff is actually pretty good together. The only thing about them which causes them to be a little lower is that I feel like you can't eat as many of them as some of these others. Like, you shouldn't eat too much candy anyway. But, like,
no, definitely not.
It doesn't feel good. But these, like, since there is so much in them, it's like you can eat like 2 or 3 maybe of the, I don't know.
Who has the money to buy 2 or 3?
Honestly,
nowadays?
That's the question. But assuming you did, like,
assuming you did, just eat 2.
They are not as eatable as some of the other ones.
Not really.
But they still are good for a little treat.
Yeah. Okay. My number 7 is oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, okay.
I was going to agree with you, but then I'm like, wait, no, this is my next one. I can't do it.
That's fair.
Anyway, these are my favorite. I love these things.
They're great.
They're the best. Every time I go to my grandparents, I'm like, you've got to get me some oatmeal cream pies because I'm coming. Those and Pop-Tarts. But anyway, so oatmeal cream pie, they're just so good.
I have a weird oatmeal cream pie question real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you like the edge of the oatmeal cream pie or the, like, goopy center better?
Okay. Unpacking that, one without the other, I would not eat both of them together.
I like that answer. Yeah. That is a good answer.
Both of them together. That's what makes the oatmeal cream pie.
That's a good answer. Say what you were going to say.
Okay. So, like, whenever I have the opportunity, like a whole box all to myself, like nobody else is going to eat them. If somebody else is going to eat them, I'm going to share. But if nobody else is there, I will eat the whole box.
That's fair. Like, honestly, that's real. They're so good. I've eaten those forever. Like, since I was a tiny child. Those are great. Honestly, like, the Little Debbie stuff, I don't, like, it basically counts as candy, because they're little treats, and they come all wrapped up, and they're basically candy.
They're just pure sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
They're Christmas tree cakes. I love those.
Alright, moving.
The white ones are so good.
I've actually never had one of those.
Oh, you should.
I'm sure.
I should mail you some for Christmas.
Okay, so number 6, my turn. I just have, like, it's pretty fitting that this comes right in the middle, because it's just plain old Hershey's.
It's mid.
Yeah, it's like...
It's a bit mid.
It's
like,
so...
they've got the cookies and cream one.
Oh.
And they've got, like, the Easter one.
Oh my goodness.
And they own a whole bunch of other candy bars.
I am talking...
It's like, Hershey's, you're so mid.
I'm talking about just the milk chocolate bars.
Just the milk.
Because those, like, they definitely have more, like, eatability than Snickers. Definitely. That's why they come in those whole big packs. Because they're just the chocolate. They're not, like, again, they're not, like, spectacular, but they are yummy, and they're enjoyable to eat. Just, like, as for when it comes to top 10 candies, if they're going to be one of my top 10, the middle is the perfect place, because it's just like, they're, they're just chocolate. It's literally just chocolate. So, yeah.
Okay, my number 6, another childhood staple, double bubble gum.
Yes, childhood staple's correct there.
Yep. Even before I knew baseball was a thing. Now I know baseball is a thing, and I'm like, whenever I eat it, I think of baseball. But, like, this is, it's good.
I've gotten in trouble with double bubble gum because
what happened?
Well, when I was like, they would always give it out because when I was in public school, they would just give it out. Sometimes they would have it for, like, any events where they would give out candy. There would always be that bubble gum, and it's like the best bubble blowing gum. And so I blow these huge bubbles, and I would splat it all over my face, and I would keep doing it even after I would get it off my face, and I would keep blowing huge bubbles, and my teachers would get so mad at me. And I
never managed to blow super big bubbles. I never really learned to blow bubbles until I was like 7. So
I learned a minute after that.
P.S. I was never public schooled. So I got a bit of an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
That is mine. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, number 5. Okay. This was one I didn't kind of think of until I was like kind of later making my initial draft, I guess. But then I was like thinking about it and I was like, actually I do like these a lot. So number 5 I have Airheads. I feel like as for like a top 10, it's not the most popular choice, but I don't know. I don't know. But I genuinely really do like Airheads. I just never think to buy them because one, they only come in
They're
that one.
expensive.
Yeah, they only have that
too.
one little thin little strip.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. But
It's not really worth it.
and you just have the other candies which are just more convenient and
Right. And
some
chocolate.
of them better.
And
but
chocolate.
and I always think when I'm like when I get to buy candy and like when I want candy, I always think chocolate. But if I do happen to think of Airheads and or I just like have one or get one, they are very good. They have a lot of flavor in them. Like I love cherry flavored things, which is weird because I've never had a cherry.
And the blue one.
The blue ones are good too.
Blue ones are
and
so
like
good.
out of cherry flavored things, cherry flavored Airheads are very very good. And they're like I like I'm this is weird, but I really like the texture. Like they just they feel good.
So good.
It's weird. It's like Laffy Taffy's too hard, and then you got weird squishy gummies.
Honorable mention, Laffy Taffy.
I have no problem with Laffy Taffy, but it's like
their jokes are terrible.
Yes,
you're
very
so
bad.
good at dad jokes.
Yes,
they're so good at dad jokes.
I guess.
They're taffy. It's like
it's
the only thing my brother can have.
Yeah.
He's like deathly allergic to peanuts.
Mm.
And it's like the only thing he can have.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So thank you, Laffy Taffy, for existing. But you're gonna be an honorable mention because there's things that are so much better.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
Next one.
Oh,
it's my turn. Yeah. Okay. Next one, number 5, is Bucky's Fudge. So much better than the Lindell Candy Company fudge.
Oh, more fudge, yeah.
Yep, more fudge. More fudge. But Bucky's Fudge, oh my goodness. It comes in so many different flavors. It's in like a box with like all of them in it. And it's so... How much is it?
I don't know. I've never gotten it.
What?
I know. The silence.
Sorry, I'm just shocked. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a new development.
Her brain just like stopped.
Anyway. So yeah, that one's my number 5. I was only introduced to it about 4 or 5 years ago actually. But I've loved it ever since. It's so good. I highly, highly recommend it. I mean, I highly recommend going to Bucky's anyway. But highly recommend
Bucky's
is. Okay, number 4.
Yeah. My number 4. Okay, this one. I feel like I don't know. For some reason, I feel like people don't like this one as much as I do. To like, because I'm putting it's decently high on the list. But at number 4, I have the Kit Kat. Now, see, this for me is like, I kind of forget that it is that good because I don't know, you just don't think, I don't know. I just kind of forget it's that good sometimes. But when I have it again, it's like, and it's one of the ones that I, again, would go for and buy because, like, one, the packaging is really good, and I like how it comes. Like, I feel like the amount that you get is decent to the price, and they're, like, easy to tell how much is in, the pack, and it's like portioned out well, and then like it's just fun. It's really fun like all the way through because like no other candy has the snap thing that you get with the Kit Kat, and that's just fun. And then it's just it's a little
for
crunchy.
Some reason when I think Kit Kats, I immediately afterwards think goldfish.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
They're like so opposite.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. But yeah, Kit Kat's solid, good thing.
Solid.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Number 4. Okay,
Yeah.
my number 4. Sort of a seasonal-ish option. Cookie dough Twix.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard the ads for those. I've been interested. Never had one.
So good. I had to share them with my mom
When
I had them. So I got like half of it. But it's so good. It's like creamy, and then you get the extra chocolate, and then with the like a bit of the regular like things that are actually in Twix, like the wafer or the nougat or whatever it is, and then you get the cookie dough on top of that, and it's so good. It really is. They did phenomenal with that. Yeah, it's really good.
I've been intrigued. I never got to get one, but I would like. That's something I actually kind of want to try. Yeah. And I'm not going to be forced against my will, like many other things. Not saying that Annie will force me. I'm just saying it might be Annie. Okay. Oh, podium time. All right, we're getting up to the podium. All right. Interesting that I didn't put this one any higher than 3rd, but it is 3rd, and I think rightfully so for my list. But yeah, at number 3 we have the Reese's peanut butter cup, just classic, just nothing,
very
fancy,
yep.
Not like the potato chip one, just the thing, not the big one, not the sticks, just the thing, the thing
Yep.
Not the pieces. Not the pieces.
No. The thing you get during Halloween. Okay? Halloween, you get that Reese's peanut butter cup in like this little tiny like plastic, wrapper. And you have like 6 pieces to it, and it's terrible to get out. But then once you get it in your mouth, it's fair. Like it's fair. Worth it to go through all that.
That's very fair. This thing is interesting with the Reese's. They have a very similar thing where they're kind of like heavy, and because they have a lot of filling, and so you can't eat too many of them in one sitting.
Definitely,
even if you're
they
wanting
give you
to.
A big stomach ache.
Yeah,
Trust me, I've tried before. Don't try it.
The thing,
Tristan, I'm talking to you.
Tristan probably has.
He probably has. Yeah.
But
I don't know if his mom would let him.
The reason why the Reese's are still much higher than Snickers is because they have that same thing about not being able to eat too much, but Reese's are just so much better. They're just so much tastier, and like I don't know if that peanut butter is real peanut butter, but I don't care because it is delicious. And the part for me, like I eat mine very specifically, and I have to eat them like this, or I don't know, nothing will happen. But weird. Yeah, but I eat the edges first, and then the middle, because the middle is my favorite part.
I just stick it on my tongue. I just shut it.
I feel like everybody has like weird ways to eat, like weirdly specific ways to eat stuff like that.
I just put it on my tongue. I mean, it's like it's soft enough, and they're small, like the ones that you get at Halloween. Like I said, they're small. They're not really worth 2 bites. just yeah,
makes sense. But yeah, Reese's is solid 3rd place performance on my.
All right, part. Mine.
And
you're gonna do a drum roll for me. I did one for you. M&M chocolate bar. Not many people have heard of this.
I haven't.
Okay? They were a thing like a couple years ago. I remember traveling with my mom. I don't even remember where. I think it was to Kansas or something. Anyway, I was traveling with my mom. Okay, we get into a gas station. We're getting like water bottles, and she's getting a soda. And we're kind of hungry, like not really hungry enough for like a full meal, but we're kind of hungry. We don't really want to spend a lot. And right next to the counter, I see an M&M chocolate bar. And I'm like, oh, I've never heard of these before. So I take it, right, buy it, get in the car, tear like a little bit off because I'm like, I don't really know how this is going to taste. Like there might be too much of the candy coating, and then it tastes sort of weird because, too much of the candy coating, it tastes really weird with M&Ms. It's freaky.
No, I know what you mean, yeah.
Anyway, so I tear off a little bit of the side, I eat it. Oh my goodness. It was so good.
Yeah?
It's like my entire childhood in one bite.
Oh.
It was that good. And I haven't been able to find them since.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
You took us on like a whole journey there. We went through everything.
Yep.
I love that story. That's so cool.
This is usually how my stories go, by the way.
Yeah.
I tell a story and then she's the only one who really gets it.
That's a great story. I love that story. That's a solid third place story. Excellent.
All right, number 2.
Numero dos. All right. Okay. Unpopular choice, you guys, but my number 2 is Starbursts.
You're weak.
Oh, wow. Okay. But no. I love me some Starbursts. Interesting that I put them this high because I don't like the orange ones at all, and the yellow ones are okay.
The orange ones and the red ones.
The red one and the pink one are my favorites.
Pink ones.
But
yes.
the red ones and pink ones are so good. They're like Airheads, but they are convenient.
Yes.
And like
actually chewy. They don't like stick to your teeth as much.
And they come in so many different ways you can get them. Like most usually it's the pack with the 2 mystery ones, which I always end up getting orange and yellow. But
I know, right?
when the special occasion happens,
it's like it's supposed to be mystery, but then it's always the same.
when
what's up with you, Starburst?
When
give us some actual mystery here.
When I do happen to get the orange, or not the orange, the
like
red
a
and the
Birdie
pink.
Bots flavor beans type
Oh
thing.
my goodness. When
no, don't actually do that.
Don't do that. Please don't. I don't want an earwax flavored Starburst. I'm good. Out of the things that I need in my life, that's very low on the list.
Very low.
AKA nowhere. But Starbursts are just unexplainably juicy. You know what I mean?
Yep, I definitely know what you mean.
But it's just, they're just so good. I like, sometimes, I, like, just want that, like, fruity candy a lot more than chocolate. Because, like, the chocolate ones are usually the heavier ones, but, like, the fruity ones are almost, like, dangerous because you don't even remember. You're just, like, popping them because they don't even feel heavy. Yep. But they're still, like, candy.
You can eat, like, 12 and not even feel it. Yeah. That's another one of the candies, like, my brother can only have. Like, I feel so bad for him because he's only got, like, Starburst, Laffy Taffy. I mean, they're good. Yeah. He can have Tootsie Rolls. That's okay. Honorable mention, Tootsie Rolls.
I hate Tootsie Rolls.
Are you denying a part of my childhood?
I'm sorry.
Your
childhood is valid.
I had a very sugar-filled childhood.
If you didn't have a sugar-filled childhood,
over a long period of time, not like all at once, but like a very sugar-filled childhood. Yeah. I had very doting grandparents.
If you didn't have a sugar-filled childhood, your parents should be ashamed. Because they are bad people.
Or proud that they didn't give you diabetes.
Okay. But yeah.
You should either be ashamed or proud. There's no in between.
You're number 2.
Okay. Number 2, Milky Way.
Ooh. Okie dokie.
Yep, the original.
Do they have different varieties now?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
They have a cookie dough one. They have a caramel one. Yep.
That's crazy. I literally did not know those existed.
I know, right? Now, I should have put Three Musketeers as this because I actually think Three Musketeers is better. But Milky Way in like those share size, which isn't really share size because it's like, why would you share such a stinking small portion?
Yeah, that's like they named
us
that
like a
weird
king size bag.
Yeah, that's share size. Boy, like come on.
The small they should name king size because it's like for you, you're the ruler. It's yours. Small enough you don't have to share it.
Exactly. There you go. Come on. I said boy. It was definitely a woman who named those sizes.
Definitely.
You can share it. It's just one little piece and you only need that much. Because there
must have been a mom.
Yeah.
Or Karen.
Or a model.
Or a model. A mom, a Karen, or a model.
Yeah.
Either of those 3. Okay.
Milky Way. That's interesting. I have had very few Milky Ways. And I've had more Three Musketeers, but also very few. They're very similar, right?
Sort of. Three Musketeers is more of a cookie dough type thing.
Okay.
It's like more chocolatey and more like gooey on the inside. Yeah. Less hard, more gooey.
Okay. We're getting into number 1. So I'm going to need a pretty good drum roll here. It is Twix! Da, 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 da. I love Twix so much. I only realized their greatness recently, like a few years ago maybe, but because I always, like, for the longest time, my favorite candy was a York, like from like little child times. But I don't like Yorks anymore.
Way. I don't either.
They're
They were really good when like you were a child.
Yeah, and now
you had
they're
just finished eating like Thanksgiving.
Sure,
and you wanted
yeah.
like some sort of dessert, but like you didn't want the completely weighing down lemon meringue pie in the corner. Like you wanted something sugary, but you didn't want something that'll like make you heave up everything.
Yeah, sure. I don't, but like the idea of chocolate and mint is now very weird to me.
Yeah. It doesn't taste as good.
And then for a long time it was Reese's that were my favorite, but when I just hadn't had that many Twix, and then when I like ate Twix, or like when I would get the little ones and I would eat them, and then I would eat the Reese's, I would be like, the
little ones are better than the big ones.
I'd be like, dude,
I don't know how they manage it, but the little ones are better than the big ones.
Okay. It's really good. So I like caramel in small doses, and then it's like a Kit Kat, but it's like thicker, and then it has the caramel, and it's like it's just like yes, I love the caramel. It's like the caramel is the perfect thing. It's like the perfect way to put caramel in a candy bar for me, because it's just like,
I agree.
It's so like, it's not too much, and so you can still taste everything else, but then you kind of, it's like you can taste it.
I completely agree.
I love a good Twix now, because there's a reason it's my number one. If I am going to get candy, if I'm gonna just have some fun and have some candy, I will get a Twix like 9 times out of 10. Be a Twix.
Okay, now my turn.
Yes.
Albanese gummies.
What?
Albanese gummies.
Okay. Are you okay?
No.
Okay?
I'm not okay.
No.
Okay. So I actually got into these like, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago? It's like really crazy. Really not that long ago. I don't even remember. It's like it wasn't a part of my childhood. I didn't have it a really long time ago. I'd never even heard of it like 3 years ago. Okay. It was very, very recent. I think my mom ordered them off of Amazon or something.
Oh.
Yeah, and like this gigantic bag of like gummy worms and gummy bears. I had one. Let me tell you. It was the best gummy I had ever had in my life. And I've had Haribo. I've had, what are some other ones?
I don't even know.
there's like those peach sour rings.
Okay.
And then there's like those, like the gummy worms at Freddy's. That go in their dirt and worms. Sunday. Like those ones, those ones are good. And the ice cream, they're like sort of hard on the outside, but they're like really chewy. I actually lost them while we were chewing them.
Oh wow!
It was supposed to come out. Like I thought I was done losing teeth. I was like, I don't even know how young I was. I was like 10, and I had I thought I was done losing my teeth, but apparently I had a molar that I hadn't lost yet. And I was chewing on one of those gummy worms, and it just popped right out. I'm like, okay.
Cool.
That was interesting. Anyway, so these are the best. They melt in your mouth. They immediately come apart when you chew them. They're heaven in a gummy. It's so good. So good.
I can't
even eat Haribo now. They just feel so stiff. They're so stiff now.
I can taste your enjoyment, even though I don't like gummies generally, but you're being very descriptive.
I do. I definitely do.
I appreciate your descriptiveness in that sense. But, okay, yeah.
That's our list.
Those are our lists.
Make sure to comment and subscribe.
Yes,
definitely
follow.
Subscribe.
Do all the things, and
like this video.
I think we're gonna put a poll out. So
Podcast
we'll just go.
Video.
We'll go Twix, or like, actually, maybe we should do like something like chocolate or like gummies.
Chocolate gummies or sugar.
Well, they're all sugar.
Touche.
Chocolate gummies or fruit. We'll put that out and let you guys duke that out. You actually did a pretty good job responding to the Kung Fu Panda poll that I put out. So good job on that. So keep that up. Do a good job because we're gonna have 3 options and we're not just gonna do 1, 2, 3, that's boring. But yeah, do all the things and thank you for listening.
Bye.